going back to the SEO side. So Google's been making some recent changes. I don't know if you've seen them, the multi-search things. All this stuff is really focused outside of the whole AI chat stuff, which we'll leave. And that
everybody has an opinion on that.
Yeah, everybody has an opinion. Let's leave out politics. Not that it's politics, and let's talk a little bit more about local specifics. So you have people, Google, really saying, interfacing the device you're with, and not just knowing that it's local, but you're taking a picture of something on the street, and then you want to go basically figure out the augmented reality, can I buy in the store that's right in the corner?
Correct.
How important do you think that is, or do you think it's more like just buzz that Google's like generating right now? They had their whole big event not too long ago in Paris. But first, a word from our sponsor, Ahrefs. Do you wish you could get more traffic to your website? Half the battle of that is knowing what to fix on your website regarding SEO. You could always hire an SEO consulting firm to do that, but that could be expensive. I've always said, if you could do it in-house, understand SEO, understand what you need to fix, you could probably fix it better than most SEO companies because you know your business, you know your customers, you know your content better than anybody else. What if you get a free SEO audit from an amazing tool set? That is the power of Ahrefs Webmaster Tools. Ahrefs Webmaster Tools gives you the tools and the information you need to go ahead and see a list of things that you could fix on your site immediately. You'll see the keywords you're ranking for, understand how Google sees your content and your site, and discover how making changes to your website could actually blow up your traffic in Google search. So check out Ahrefs Webmaster Tools at ahrefs.com/webmaster-tools. And thanks again to Ahrefs for sponsoring.
I think it's similar to how voice search came out. How long did voice search come out? About 12 years ago?
Something like that,
Something like 10, 12 years ago. And they said voice search would take over search inside of 5 years. Voice search still has not taken over, but it's growing and more people are using it, but it's still about 20 to 25%.
Yeah, definitely has not taken over yet.
Ever. I think it's going to be the same exact thing. I think as the younger generation and the younger kids, like my 9-year-old has a phone, my 7-year-old has a phone, my 4-year-old has a phone. By the time my 4-year-old phone wants that pair of sneakers that his brother wants, he's going to use that and be able to show his mom. Is my wife going to use that feature? Probably never. Right? She's going to go straight to Amazon, straight to where her behavior is the same.
Right.
So I think it's going to take time. Do I think voice in another 20 years will be at 50%, 60, 70%? Absolutely.
I do wonder about that. It hasn't taken everybody's I can't stand getting a voice memo as a text. I don't know if you like saying.
I get them all the time. I send videos all the time to people.
I mean, for a text message, you want me to do something so busy with stuff? I need to, if I can see it, I don't have time to get off the phone or off what I'm doing and like listen to a message from somebody. But everybody does it. You do it.
I do videos. I send videos to everyone. My video communicate by text more than any other way.
So you actually send a video of yourself responding to a text message?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm very personalized that way. I don't want I think text messaging can be very miscommunication. I think you can not understand it clearly. I think when you see me speak, you see I'm sincere, you see what I'm saying, I'm trying to articulate myself well.
Interesting.
And plus I'm a terrible speller.
So that's why I think a lot of people use the voice memos and see a lot of people doing video messaging, but it makes sense. I'm more of a text guy. There are times where I send something and people got confused and misinterpreted it. Sometimes I really upset people, and I didn't mean that at all.
Of course.
That was the farthest thing from my mind. I didn't even think about that. So I hear that. Interesting. I never met somebody who actually just sends videos.
I send videos to everyone.
Okay. You didn't send me one when I was emailing you back and forth.
We were emailing.
You can't send it via email?
I don't do it through an email.
Oh, okay.
I get 1,000 emails a day.
Yeah, got it. Okay. And then, so you think the whole multi-search where you're taking videos or pictures of stuff, integrating to local is not going to be a huge component for the
I think they're going to try and push it because they're going to try and monetize that as another paid product. I mean, think about this. Google, everything they're outlining is to be paid. I mean, they're making marketers' jobs. They think they're making marketers' jobs more and more difficult. They're actually making it easier for us because we're making more money because people can't figure it out. As they take more data away, only true marketers are going to be in the game.
Right, for sure. Okay. And then you see Apple gaining more steam. I don't know if you saw the new Apple dashboard, Apple Business Connect or something. They keep changing the name. It's driving me crazy, but they are pushing more photos.
Correct.
Are you primarily focused on Google's platform, or you're also doing Bing and Apple?
So we're probably 90% focused on Google than Bing and Apple. The money is on Google. I mean, if I took someone that's trying to grow and I put them just on Bing, I'm going to get fired every day. I mean, honestly, if I just put them on Apple, I'm going to get fired every day. So I think for national, you really got to look at them also. But for local search, I'm putting all my eggs in Google.
Yeah, so you haven't seen, especially with Apple having their own Maps app on their own device, although they have Google Maps and everything. I guess most people do not use Apple Maps. But
Well, statistically, they don't.
Do we have numbers on that? I know
You
Google's search
Google
area
it.
is massive. But
I mean, you could Google, but Google's Maps actually powers Waze, almost every other map
Right.
out there. So like it's
right.
it is besides Apple Map, you're probably coming across a powered map by Google.
Yeah, Apple Maps is powered by Yext or Yelp or something. Yelp. But now I think they're trying to make a push. It's very interesting watching what Apple's doing.
We're a Yelp preferred agency, and Yelp struggles. They're great people over at Yelp. I mean, Mo and their team over there, they brought Yellow Page people and actually to run Yelp.
Really?
Yeah, and they had a great leadership team, but they're going back. They're struggling too.
Yeah, it's a very interesting time. Talking about interesting time, we're kind of going through this, I don't know if you classify it as a recession now. And that's where like all the numbers come into play. And I assume you have, I mean, you're not running the day-to-day, but you're watching the numbers.
I get a money update every single day for each one of my companies to the T.
Did you see the recession coming?
No, we're doing better than ever. I think great businessmen thrive at times like this. I think the weak, like if you look at like Google, Apple, Facebook, USA Today, all these people are just laying people off.
Right,
They're just
like crazy.
crushing people, right? It's great for me because I get to pick up talent.
Right.
And it's now becoming, people don't understand, employees still think it's an employee's market. Those days are done. They don't realize it's becoming an employer. You guys have eaten for so long and pounded the shit out of employers for the last 5 years. It's done.
Right. There's like things like most of the time I speak to employees at companies, and they don't know how good they had it for the past, few years.
It's over. It's over.
This is insane.
So it's going to be an employer's market now.
Yeah.
And the weak, and I think a recession's coming. I think you're going to see business people that make bad decisions. They're going to pull back on marketing. They're going to lay people off. Google, Facebook, and all those people have grown so much over the years. All they're doing is now it's going for the net income. That's all to their profit line now for money. All those layoffs is literally because they're all cash-heavy companies. People don't understand that. They had the cash to keep going.
Yeah.
They made a decision of, we got a lot of dead weight here. We're going to add this all back into the net income.
Right. They overhired. Only company that didn't supposedly overhire was Apple. Everybody else was hiring like crazy. I lost 3 of my developers to Google. I think one was part of the layoffs. But I used to, in the past 2-3 years during COVID, resumes were not coming in at all.
Now they're coming in.
And if they came in, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why are you applying to my company? And now they're coming in like crazy.
Of course. We have more applicants than ever right now.
Yeah.
In all my companies.
So it's good for us as employers. The question is, your customers aren't in general cutting back at all.
Our customers are going in. We're having this, but we have those conversations. All I have is business conversations. Think about this. We're talking more about business, me and you, than we are digital marketing.
Yeah.
My whole life is about business now. Like, if you want to cut back and you want to be scared money doesn't make money, and when you go out of business, don't be upset. When you show me your P&L next year and you went backwards, don't be upset. People are still looking for roofs, windows, doors, HVAC. People are still buying products and services. It's a matter, are you going to be there or not? Plain and simple.
Right. Right.
There is no in between.
Might not be as profitable maybe, but
It will be, because not everyone, the majority of people, it's funny, the majority of people, if you know your demographic and you're marketing to your demographic, exclude the price shoppers, you're going to have less and less price shoppers. Price shoppers are not the majority. Like, how do I say this? Like, Horizon, you heard of Horizon HVAC service. They're the cat's meow, right? They're $1 billion company. They know the price shopper is not their ideal customer, because they're not the price shopper isn't valuing time, efficiency, experience, standing behind a warranty. They've been around for years. The price shopper is not their customer.
Right.
I'm not speaking for them. I'm just seeing it from the outside. I have the same exact model for all my businesses. If you want to pound someone down to the ground to save 10%, we're probably not your customer.
right. Okay. But the reason I mention is because Google's ad revenue, I track it very closely, has been going up and slowing decline for the past maybe 2 years or so.
Correct.
This past quarter is the first time they actually had a decline in ad revenue. So the aggregate market is seeing a spend drop.
Because people are scared. I think
Whatever it might be, but your customers aren't scared.
No, I think people are scared. Some might be.
Some might be.
Some might be. I think people are scared. I think Google for years has gotten away with just having people. I mean, let's be honest here. We're a Google Premier agency, and they don't give the average business any support.
Right.
Try to get someone on Google that knows it. Try to get someone on Google that actually knows how Google AdWords work, and I'll give you $1 million if you find one. Because my people know way more than they do.
Right.
Right?
That's the joke. Every agency is like, never get advice from Google Ads.
It's the worst place you could get advice from.
Right.
All they're going to do is tell you put it on max bid and max conversion.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Basically, give us money, right?
Give us money.
Right.
So that's an issue there. But I think people are tired of that.
Okay, interesting. Cool.
I think people are going on the social media craze right now. I think there's a lot of noise around Facebook, Instagram. And I think after that runs through in the next year and people find out that's not even 1/10 of the great quality of lead for most businesses that Google is.
Yeah. I mean, Google, it's a search to exactly what you're looking for. The TikTok stuff, whatever, it's good.
It's great for
And
branding.
certain types of brands thrive on it. But if somebody's looking, I need to get a plumber,
TikTok's not where I'm spending my money.
unless you want to see a buck rack. So,
There you go.
all right, cool. Anything else you want to discuss?
No.
All right, cool. So how can people find you, learn more about you? Let them know on that camera over
Just go to oneseo.com or go to lancebachmann.com. All my information's right there. Reach out. I'll answer any of your questions.
there. And you're hiring?
We are hiring. All my companies are hiring.
Awesome. All right, hook 'em up. All right, thank you so much for doing it. Appreciate it.
Thank you.